Nobody expected a behind-the-scenes drama set to become the center of one of the internet's biggest fan discussions. Not because of a scandal, not because of a controversy, and not because anyone publicly said anything shocking. Instead, it started with something almost invisible: a glance, a smile, a reaction lasting less than a second. And now, fans are convinced those tiny moments may reveal a story that nobody noticed while Pursuit of Jade was being filmed. Because according to viewers who have spent months, they spend long hours on set, they laugh together, they build professional chemistry. That's part of the job. So, when Pursuit of Jade production began, nobody thought much about the interactions between Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei. They were simply co-stars. At least, that's what everyone assumed. But then something happened. Fans started noticing small details, very small details, details that most people would have ignored entirely. A brief smile when Tian Xiwei spoke, a subtle shift in posture whenever she approached, moments where neither actor appeared to realize fans would later analyze every frame. And those are exactly the moments that started changing public perception. One clip in particular quickly became viral. Anyone else catch that? Why did he react like that? That smile looked different. And suddenly, a clip that would have normally been forgotten became one of the most discussed moments surrounding the production. Now think about this. Why would fans become so invested in something so small? Because human emotions often reveal themselves in tiny ways. Not through grand gestures, not through dramatic speeches, but through instinctive reactions. The reactions people don't have time to control. And according to fans, those were exactly the reactions they believed they were witnessing. Of course, not everyone agreed. Some viewers immediately pushed back. They argued that people were reading far too much into ordinary interactions, that actors naturally become comfortable around each other after months of filming, that chemistry on set doesn't automatically mean anything deeper. And honestly, those are fair points. But here's where things became difficult for skeptics. Because fans didn't stop at one clip, they found another, and another, and another. Suddenly, social media was filled with compilations. Hundreds of tiny moments placed side by side. Moments that seemed insignificant alone, but looked very different when viewed together. And that's when the phrase micro-expressions started appearing everywhere. Because fans believed these brief reactions revealed emotions that couldn't be hidden. Now here's the twist nobody expected. The more footage people analyzed, the more attention shifted away from the scripted scenes. Instead, fans became fascinated by what happened in the background. The moments before cameras rolled. The moments after directors called cut. The moments where genuine reactions seemed most likely to appear. And according to viewers, that's where some of the strongest clues emerged. One behind-the-scenes moment became especially famous. During a production break, several cast members were gathered together. Nothing unusual was happening until Tian Xiwei made a casual comment. The camera briefly caught Zhang Linghe's reaction. Again, just a fraction of a second. But fans insist that reactions spoke volumes. Because, according to them, it wasn't the reaction of someone merely listening. But fans insist that reactions spoke volumes. Because, according to them, it wasn't the reaction of someone merely listening. It was the reaction of someone genuinely affected. And whether that's true or not, the clip quickly spread across every fan platform imaginable. Now, here's where things become emotional. Because many longtime followers began comparing these moments to older interviews, older appearances, older interactions. And some fans reached a surprising conclusion. They believed Zhang Linghe seemed noticeably more relaxed around Tian Xiwei than he did during many previous projects. More comfortable, more natural, more expressive. Again, that doesn't prove anything, but it did fuel even more discussion. And before long, the conversation surrounding Pursuit of Jade wasn't just about the drama anymore. It was about the connection viewers believed they were seeing between its two stars. But here's the question nobody can fully answer. Were fans discovering something genuine? Or were they simply seeing what they wanted to see? Because right now, the internet remains completely divided. One side believes the micro expressions are impossible to ignore. The other side believes ordinary moments are being transformed into something much bigger. And honestly, that uncertainty may be exactly why this story refuses to disappear.